I sat here for an entire hour staring at the screen before I was able to hit record. But I want to take you on my personal journey. But before I do, I want to talk about when we're facing a tough day or it feels like everything is going wrong. It's important for us to remember the moments in our lives are just part of our journey. The scriptures remind us that we are never alone in our struggles. In 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9, it says, "My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in my weakness." Close quote. Sometimes it's in our weakest moments that we find his strength to uplift us. And this is what I've done today. In Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10, it offers comfort by saying, quote, "Fear not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. I will help thee. I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." Close quote. These verses remind us that God is always with us, ready to support and guide each and every one of us. And in Philippians 4:13, we're reminded, "I can do all things through Christ which strengthened me." Even when things seem overwhelming, with Christ's help, we can overcome any challenge. I would love to know how you have felt God's strength in your own tough. There have been moments where these scriptures resonate. I'm having connection issues. It's trying to reconnect. So when it pauses, I stop talking. So I apologize. But I would love to know, has there been a moment when these scriptures resonated with you personally? I feel sometimes sharing my story or your story can be a powerful way to uplift others who might be going through similar struggles. So I'm going to share with you what I've been struggling with. And I sat here for over an hour staring at the screen before I was able to hit the record button. I had such an amazing day yesterday, even though nothing went right. But it wasn't until I got home that I realized everything had gone wrong. And I just felt like I was at my bottom. I found out that every video that I recorded in Block Island after I went out on the ferry, and because we were going 65 miles an hour on the ferry across Block Island, that it may have ruined my microphone that I use because it sounded like nails scratching on a wall, on a chalkboard. So I just was like, God, why did you give me the prompting to make videos on YouTube when I don't feel supported by you? God, that's what I said last night. I listened to all of the videos that I then did, that I plugged in my fuzzy microphone that stops the sound so you don't hear, like I have a woodpecker over there pecking away. He's not doing it now. But you don't hear the crickets and the frogs and all that stuff. So what I did was, there's a video I'm going to show you that I was with three of my friends. One's a Jehovah's Witness, the other one's atheist. And we were having such a great time on Block Island. So I got her on video. She's such a funny person, full of wealth and knowledge. And I thought everything was going to be fine until I plugged in my piece. Let's get this here. We got Captain 1, and then Captain 2, and Captain 3.
You don't want that in the water.
Yeah, I already got a notice that my accessories could cause electrical issues.
Oh, you
So, yes, I can't charge this. I don't have my fuzzy microphone plugged in. See, this stuff's a lot of work. You sure you want to be an influencer?
No.
That is every video I recorded, questioning, why did you give me this prompting, God? Why did I get a priesthood blessing and it said, go and do and start YouTube. You need to make a living. Why? And then I don't. I do, but it's like, I had a pity party last night and this morning, and that's when I researched the scriptures that I shared with you. But I told you I'll be transparent with you from the beginning when I started YouTube. This is what I made last month on YouTube. $81. And that is working 12 and 18-hour days, editing video, uploading, going live, downloading these from Instagram and uploading them, writing the titles. So I just went back to those verses. I brought it back to God. When I was having my pity party, I was researching what scriptures can I study and focus on today. So if you're having a rough day, my advice, give yourself 5 minutes, 3 minutes to have a pity party. Just give yourself that permission. And then you need to move on. You need to bring it to God. You need to bring it to Him. You need to focus on Him. He's the reason. He is the reason. And I can testify that this is not going to be the last time I have a rough time. Or it's the last time you're going to have a rough time sometimes. But bring it back to God. And He will take care of us. And I am so grateful for the gospel of Jesus Christ. I am so blessed for the friends that I've made. I can testify that God can make weak things strong, even in our toughest times. And I say this as my testimony in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. I want to get to your comments, but I feel prompted to share a blessing that happened about 3 or 4 years ago. This iPad that I'm holding, I dropped it about 3 or 4 years ago, and I broke it. And every time I open it, I end up, you could actually see through it if I didn't have this case on it, but it's all just, it was really bad. And so what ended up happening was I was texting a brother, I forget, somewhere in Utah, and I just said, I'm really having a hard time. I just dropped my iPad, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I use it for everything. I use it to edit. I use it for this. I use it for missionary service. He sent me a verse in Doctrine and Covenants and said, we lost connection again. Okay. He said, go and buy an iPad and send my assistant the receipt. I will pay for it. And that's sacred money. That's sacred money. So when I bought my new iPad 3 or 4 years ago, I made sure that I always used it for sacred stuff. I always used it to edify the gospel. So that's one of my blessings that I want to share, that I had to share with you all. And I want to say, amen, Dennis. I'm reading your comments. Thank you for this. I don't think I'm going to read comments today. I just feel like end it. And it just broke up again. God bless everybody. Thank you for watching.